What is up, everyone? Check it out. Today I will be sharing with you guys the approach that I took in making my floating bed frame. I figured since I am moving and I will be updating the bed frame, I can just show you the general approach that I took upon making it. So here you can see that this is the frame that I currently have. As you can see, I am using common board, and this is basically overkill for a bed frame. And the reason why I took this approach originally was simply because I was skeptical about using the super thin pieces of wood to use as slats. I just didn't think that was going to be able to support and handle our weight. So before I get into the video, let me bring you guys here into my 3D world. This is basically the bed frame that you just watched on video. I figured since I am starting from the perspective of a build bed frame already, I can come in here and just show you and explain to you how to go about building it. So check it out. This is basically the box of the bed frame, and down here is the other box that we will be using as the base. Basically this frame right here is going to go on top of this, and this right here is there because this is what gives you the illusion of a floating bed frame. So what we want to do is be able to attach this box to this box. The way we are going to do that is we're going to come here and attach some 2x2s to the bottom of the box right here. That way we can come in with two parallel pieces of common board just like this, and attach these to the bottom of these bars, the 2x2, just like that. So that's how we're going to attach the box to box number 2. Basically this right here is already the frame. As you can see, it is very simple, nothing complex about it. So the next thing we are going to do is simply add this spine down the middle. That way whenever we add these slats, I got my slats from IKEA, but whenever we add these slats, we can put these right on top of this 2x2 and this by 2x2. That way that supports the slat. But this is basically the overall new bed frame that I will be making on today's video. Again, super simple. There's nothing complex about it. Pretty self-explanatory. All you really have to do is get the measurements. So let's go back to the video itself. Here you can see that I am removing the common board pieces, and here you can see that I'm going to be reattaching this 2x2 simply because it had gotten loose during transportation. But basically right here, once you apply that to the bottom of the box, you're gonna get something like this. And again, this is where the slats are going to lay upon. Here I am showing you and pointing out the two parallel pieces that I was speaking of, that they're going to be attached to the bottom of those bars, the 2x2s. That way we can attach the base to this full frame. But once you get that down, we're going to end up making this spine on the frame so that whenever you put the IKEA bed slats, they have a spot to rest upon, just like that, you see? So the way I'm going to approach the spine is going to be a little bit different. Since I don't have 2x2s or corner brackets, I'm going to use these extra scrap pieces of wood that I have left. But for me to be able to do so, I have to level it with the bar. That way all the slats are equally distributed throughout. But for me to do that, I have to do this little rig where I'm going to use this triangular piece of wood, and I'm going to attach this flat corner bracket onto it. That way I can attach that piece onto the bar. Once that piece is attached, I'm going to add this little piece of wood, which I'm going to call it a vertebrae just to be fancy. I'm going to attach this vertebrae onto the common board. That way the spine has extra support, considering that it is a bit more skinnier than the 2x2. So this is basically the end result, the product. Again, the way you approach the spine might be a little bit different for everybody. You might know a different trick than I do, but this is just simply the way that I decided to approach it. But whenever you got the frame done, all you basically have to do is go to your room, take the base and screw them together. But before you do screw them, make sure that you measure the sides just to make sure that both sides are equal. And once you are done with measuring and screwing the frame with the base, all you have left to do is add your slats. And just like that, you got yourself a floating bed frame. I know I took a little different approach in using a 3D model and explaining how to basically go about building a bed frame. But overall, it is very simple, and I believe it is one of the most simpler ways in building a bed frame compared to the rest that are out there on YouTube. So again, I hope you did enjoy, and I hope that you guys found value in this video. I just simply wanted to share another way in how to do a floating bed frame. But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I look forward to seeing your floating beds, and until next time, I love you guys. Bye.
Ta-da! It looks freaking awesome.